dear students. Today our concept is equality of matrices. Equality of matrices. Earlier we had different types of matrices. Now we are going to discuss about equality of matrices. As we know that when we are going to compare anything, definitely we need minimum two quantities. Means here when we are going to compare the matrices, we need two matrices. Let me take two matrices here. The matrix A, if I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, it is a 2 by 2 matrix. And the another matrix, if I have taken B, -1, -2, -3 and -4, it is also a 2 by 2 matrices. Now when we compare these two matrices, both matrices are having same order. The first matrix A is having 2 rows and 2 columns. The second matrix B is also having 2 rows and 2 columns. So the first condition is both matrices should have same order. Both matrices should have same order. Now the second condition is that the corresponding elements are also should be equal. For example, the first row of first element, here the first row of first element, here the first row of first element is 1, here the first row of first element is -1. These two elements are not equal. And here the first row of second element, first row of second element, these two elements are also not equal, which means that we can say that the matrix A is not equal to the matrix B. So what I am going to tell you, when two matrices are said to be equal, when two matrices are said to be equal, both matrices should have the same order, as well as the corresponding elements are also must be equal. Now you compare these two matrices. Here I have matrix A with 2 by 2 order, and the matrix B is also with 2 by 2 order. Both are having same order. Condition number 1 is the same order. Condition number 2 is that the corresponding elements are also equal. Here the first row of first element and first row of first element both are equal. Second row of second element are also equal. Here this element is equal and this is the element is equal. When we compare both the matrices, both are having the same order, and also the corresponding elements are also equal. So when these two conditions are satisfied, we can say that the matrix A is equal to matrix B. This is the concept of equality of matrices. We have two matrices. One is matrix A with 2 by 2 order, another one matrix B with 2 by 2 order. Both matrices are having the same order, and when we compare the elements, the corresponding elements are also equal. Here 1 is equal to 1, 2 is equal to 2, 3 is equal to 3, 4 is also equal to 4. So condition number 1, matrices should have same order. Condition number 2, corresponding elements are also equal. When these two conditions are satisfied, we can say that matrix A is equal to matrix B. This is the equality of matrices concept. Let me solve one example problem to understand the concept of equality of matrices. Now we have example number 4. We have two matrices here. The first matrix I have x plus 3, z plus 4, 2y minus 7 minus 6, a minus 1, 0, b minus 3 minus 21, 0 is equal to, another matrix is given, 0, 6, 3y minus 2 minus 6 minus 3, 2c plus 2, 2b plus 4 minus 21 and 0. Now, this is the problem given. Here I have a 3 by 3 matrix and here also I have a 3 by 3 matrix. They said that these two matrices are equal. When these two matrices are equal, they ask us to find what is A, B, C, X, Y and Z. They ask you to find what are these unknown values, these variable values. What is the value of A? What is the value of B, C, X, Y, Z? They ask you to find the variable values. Now let us see how to solve this problem. As we know the concept of equality of matrices, when two matrices are equal, their corresponding elements are also must be equal. Now let us go for that concept. Here the first row of first element is x plus 3. Here the first row of first element is 0. So these two elements are must be equal. That is x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now from this we can get x is equal to minus 3. Now let us go for another one. First row of second element, first row of second element. Now these two corresponding elements are also must be equal. Now here the element is z plus 4 and here the element is 6. So these two corresponding elements are also must be equal. So z plus 4 is equal to 6. That means z is equal to 2. Similarly, for example, now here 2y minus 7 and here I have 3y minus 2. These two corresponding elements are also must be equal. So I have 2y minus 7 is equal to 3y minus 2. When we simplify this equation, we have y is equal to minus 5. You know that how to solve the equations? By using the transposition, we can find the value of y is equal to minus 5. So x value, y value and z value. Three unknown values we have. Now rest of the unknown values we have a, b, c. Now here the element a minus 1 and here the element minus 3. These two corresponding elements are also must be equal. So a minus 1 is equal to minus 3. By simplifying this equation, we get a is equal to minus 2. Next, here the corresponding element is 0 and the corresponding element is 2c plus 2. These two corresponding elements are also must be equal, so that we have 2c plus 2 is equal to 0. By simplifying these, we can have c is equal to minus 1. And last but not least, here I have the element b minus 3 and here I have the element 2b plus 4. These two corresponding elements are also must be equal. Now let us equate both corresponding elements. Here the element I have b minus 3 and here the element I have 2b plus 4. Now by simplifying this equation, we get the value of b is minus 7. So this is the way we are going to find the unknown values by using the equality of matrices. So the question is given that these two matrices are equal. If they are equal, let us find the unknown values. While observing this problem, we are able to find 6 unknown values. What are they? X, Y, Z, A, B and C. Now by equating the corresponding elements, we are able to find the unknown values. This is the concept of equality of matrices. Now, let us start our first exercise 3.1. In this, the first problem, what they have given. There is a matrix. In the matrix A, 2, 5, 19, minus 7, 35, minus 2, 5 by 2, 12, root 3, 1, minus 5 and 70. This is the matrix given. Now, based on this matrix, now here we have three questions. Let us see what is the first question. The order of the matrix. As we know that the order of the matrix is nothing but number of rows by number of columns. Now let us see how many rows are there and how many columns are there. We have row 1, row 2 and row 3. So we have 3 rows. Let us come for columns. We have column 1, column 2, column 3 and column 4. So finally, by observing this matrix, we can find 3 rows and 3 columns. So the order of the matrix is 3 by 4. What is the order of the matrix? 3 by 4, because we have 3 rows and 4 columns. And the second question, the number of elements. Easily you can find how many elements are there. I have 3 rows and 4 columns. So 3 4s are 12 elements I have. Total how many elements are there? 12 elements. And the next question, the element. They asked me to find particularly some elements. What is the first element they have asked? A13. As I discussed, the first number indicates row. The second number indicates column. A13, which means that first row of third element. A13, which means that first row and third column. What is the first row? This is the first row. And what is the third column? This is the third column. So this is the element is required for us, which is 19. So first row and third column is nothing but 19. Now similarly we can find very easily the remaining forms. Now we have A21. A21, which means the 2 is second row, 1 first column. Second row of first column. So second row of first column is nothing but what? 35. This is the second row as we discussed in second row. First column, this is our second row and first column element is nothing but 35. Next, A33. A33 means third row and third column. Third row, third column. So what is the third row? This is the third row. And what is the third column? This is the third column. So we have minus 5. So minus 5 is nothing but our third row and third column element. Now coming to the A24, which gives the meaning second row, fourth column. Second row, fourth column. Just remember that the first number always represents row. The second number always represents column. Here I have A24, which means second row, fourth column. What is the second row, fourth column element? 12. So A24 is nothing but 12. Now the last one, A23. A23, which means the second row of third column. Second row of third column. What is the second row? This is the second row and third column, which is the value 5 by 2. So second row of third column is 5 by 2. This is the first problem from our first exercise. They have given a 3 by 4 order matrix. Just they ask you to find what is the order and how many elements are there and different elements are there. Now, the second question from the first exercise, the question is given like this. If a matrix has 24 elements, what are possible orders it can have? That is the first question. And the next continuation part, what if it has 13 elements? Now, as we know that composite number and prime number concept, here the number is given 24. The number is given how much? 24. Let us go for the multiples of 24. Based on that, we can have how many orders we can have. For example, I can have 1 by 24 and 2 by 12 and 3 by 8, 4 by 6, 6 by 4, 8 by 3, 12 by 2 and 24 by 1, which gives the meaning I can have a first matrix with 1 row and 24 columns. And the second option I can have a matrix with 2 rows and 12 columns. And next one I can have with 3 rows and 8 columns. Next one I can have with 4 rows and 6 columns. Next I have 6 rows and 4 columns. Here we have 8 rows and 3 columns, 12 rows and 2 columns, and at last we have 24 rows and only 1 column. These are the options we have to get 24 elements in a matrix. If a matrix is having 1 row and 24 columns, 124s are 24 elements I have. And if a matrix is having 2 rows and 12 columns, 12 2s are 24, 3 rows and 8 columns, 3 8s are 24, 4 rows and 6 columns, 4 6s are 24, 6 rows and 4 columns, 6 4s are 24, 8 rows and 3 columns, 8 3s are 24, 12 rows and 2 columns, 12 2s are 24, and 24 rows and 1 column, 24 ones are 24. So total how many options we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. I have total 8 possibilities to have 24 elements in a matrix. And the next, the question continuously is, what if it has 13 elements? As we know that 13 is a prime number. So prime number means it has only 2 factors. Here I have only 2 possibilities. Let us see here. 13 can be written as 1 13s are 13 and 13 ones are 13. There is no other option. 1 13s are 13 means 1 by 3, which gives us 1 row and 13 columns. And 13 by 1, which gives us the meaning 13 rows and only 1 column. Here we are getting a row matrix and a column matrix. I have only 1 row, so it is called a row matrix, and here I have only 1 column. I can call it as a column matrix. Whenever you have a prime number of elements, you will get only row matrix and column matrix. This is about the second question from our first exercise. Now, the fourth question from our first exercise, they have given a question like this. Construct a 2 by 2 matrix. Now I want a 2 by 2 matrix, a square matrix. A is equal to Aij, whose elements are given by. We have three problems. Today we are discussing the third one. Aij is equal to I plus 2j whole square by 2. Now, using this condition, now this is the condition we are going to use. Using this condition, we are going to have a 2 by 2 matrix. How? As we know that the general form of a 2 by 2 matrix, I will write here, A is equal to, we have a general type of matrix, A11, A12, A21 and A22. It is a 2 by 2 matrix. We have a 2 by 2 matrix. General form is the A11, A12, A21 and A22, which means that first row of first element, first row of second element, second row of first element and second row of second element. Now we are going to find A11, A12, A21 and A22. Then how to find? They have given a condition. What is the condition they have given? Aij. Now, what we are going to do that? We are going to take the value of I 1 and 2. The value of j is also 1 and 2. We are going to take the values of I values are 1, 2, j values are 1. Now here we have four cases. The first one. Let I is equal to 1 and j is equal to 1. Now by taking I is equal to 1 and j is equal to 1, what I am going to get? So I am going to get A11, which means that 1 plus 2 into 1 whole square by 2. That we are going to simplify now. Let us simplify. As we know that simplification, 2 ones are 2, 2 plus 1, 3 square, 9. We have 9 by 2. That is our first element in a 2 by 2 matrix. Now, next again, let I is equal to 1, j is equal to 2. Now, what we have here? A12. A12. Apply the values here. 1 plus 2 into 2 whole square by 2. Here we will get the 2 2s are 4, 4 plus 1, 5, 5 square 25 by 2. This is the first row of second element. The same concept will continue now. Let I is equal to 2 and j is equal to 1. Now we have A21, means that 2 plus 2 into 1 whole square by 2. We have again 2 ones are 2 plus 2, 4, 4 square 16 by 2. That is nothing but 8. Now the last one, let I is equal to 2. J is equal to 2. Now we have the element A22, which means that 2 plus 2 into 2 whole square by 2. We have 2 2s are 4, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 square 36 by 2. So 36 by 2 is equal to 18. Now we have the required matrix is. Now what is our required matrix? A11. What is our A11? Is nothing but 9 by 2. So the first row of first element is 9 by 2. Next A12. A12. The first second element is 25 by 2. A21. Second row of first element. The second row of first element is nothing but equal to 8. A22, second row of second element is equal to 18. Now this is our required 2 by 2 matrix. So whatever the condition they have given, Aij is equal to I plus 2j whole square by 2. Using this condition, we are going to find a 2 by 2 matrix. How? By taking the I values 1, 2, j values 1 and 2. By taking I values 1, 2, j values 1 and 2 and simplifying, we are going to get each element from the required matrix. Now, fifth question from first exercise. Construct a 3 by 4 matrix whose elements are given by Aij is equal to half modulus minus 3i plus j. So this is the question given for us. Construct a 3 by 4 matrix. 3 by 4 matrix means 3 rows and 4 columns. We should find total 12 elements. 3 fours are 12 elements. Now let us see how to solve this problem. Now the required matrix is, now what is our required matrix? I need to find a 3 by 4 matrix. That I am assuming as capital A 3 by 4. How the elements will be? As we know that the general form of 3 by 4 matrix is A11, A12, A13, A14, A21, A22, A23, A24, A31, A32, A33 and A34. These are the 12 elements which we are going to find by the given condition. Now let us see how to find one element. First I am going to find A11. Here A11 means the value of I is 1, the value of j is 1. Let us say I is equal to 1 and j is equal to 1 in the given condition. What is the given condition? Aij is equal to half modulus minus 3i plus j. Now I am taking I value as 1 means half modulus minus 3 into 1 plus 1. By simplifying these, we get 2 by 2, that is equal to 1. So the first element of the matrix I got is 1. Now coming to the second element. What is the second element we are going to find? First row of second element. So A12. Here the value of I is equal to 1 and the value of j is equal to 2. Let us substitute in the condition. Half modulus minus 3 into 1 plus 2. By simplifying this, we have the answer 1 by 2. So I got the first row of second element is 1 by 2. The next element I am going to find is A13, which means the first row of third element. So the value of I is equal to 1, value of j is equal to 3. Let us have here, by simplifying this, half modulus minus 3 into 1 plus 3, which gives us 0. Next A14, which means the first row and fourth element. First row, fourth column. The value of I is equal to 1, the value of j is equal to 4. In the condition, we are taking I value as 1 and j value as 4. So half modulus minus 3 into 1 plus 4. By simplifying this, we got the answer 1 by 2. Next, A21, second row of first element. Taking I is equal to 2, j is equal to 1. So A21. In the given condition, I am taking I value as 2. So minus 3 into 2. The value of j we are taking as 1. So half modulus minus 3 into 2 plus 1. We got the answer 5 by 2. Next A22. I value as 2, j value as 2. Substituting in the condition, we get the answer 2. A23. Second row of third element. I value as 2, j value as 3. Substituting in the condition, we get the answer 3 by 2. A24. Second row of fourth element means I value as 2, j value as 4. By substituting in the condition, we get the answer 1. Next, A31. Third row of first element. So taking I is equal to 3 and j is equal to 1, we have the answer 4. A32. Third row of second element. I is equal to 3 and j is equal to 2, we get the answer 7 by 2. A33. Third row of third element. I is equal to 3 and j is equal to 3, the answer is 3. And the last element A34. Third row and fourth element, that is we have the final answer is 5 by 2. So we got total 12 elements. These 12 elements gives us our required 3 by 4 matrix. Remember one thing, in every element the first number indicates that I, the second number indicates J. I indicates row, J indicates column. Here A11, first row, first column. A23, second row, third column. A32, third row, second column. First element, first number always represents row. Second number represents always column. First number indicates I value, second number indicates J value. Now, therefore, the required matrix. Now, we require a 3 by 4 matrix. The 3 by 4 matrix is, this is the 3 by 4 matrix. 1 by 2, 0, 1 by 2, 5 by 2, 2, 3 by 2, 1, 4, 7 by 2, 3 and 5 by 2. This is the 3 by 4 matrix. We have 3 rows and 4 columns. Total we have 12 elements. This is our required answer.